What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Overstand here at Eclipse Interviews, and we want to discuss the 10 MCs in the game. The 10 best MCs in the game. I mean, recently, I think Billboard just released top 10 best rapper of all time, right? Which means the top greatest rappers of all times, right? And the heading at the page says Notorious B.I.G tops the greatest rapper of all time. That doesn't surprise me because if it's not Notorious, it's Tupac or Jay-Z or Nas, the commercial ones, the one that actually did a lot of work. So I'm gonna give them props. The ones that the people recognize. Those four is the people recognize as the greatest. Or maybe Rakim. So maybe those five. Alright. But this list didn't have a Tupac. And the heading says Nicki Minaj is absent. So is Nicki Minaj supposed to be absent? Is Nicki Minaj supposed to be absent? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Billboard put Nicki Minaj in the top 10, but Nicki Minaj is supposed to be absent. Nicki Minaj is not a good rapper or qualified as top 10 material or top 20 or top 100, but that's my case. But I don't understand why the heading says Nicki Minaj is absent. Alright, let's move on. Well, the likes of Tupac, Nicki Minaj, Dr. Dre, and Kanye West were absent from the list, but Kendrick Lamar made the cut with his triple and quadruple time rhymes. Alright, so what they're saying is basically they cut Tupac, Nicki Minaj, Dre, and Kanye West and put Kendrick Lamar. But Tupac has to be on the list. If you're making a top 10 rap list, Tupac has to be on that list. I don't care what you want to put him in your opinion, but Tupac has to be on that list. Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't put her in the top 100. Dr. J, he wouldn't make the top 10. That's in my opinion. Maybe he made the top 15, but not the top 10. But Kanye West now is a hit or a miss. He's a good rapper. He's a good producer. He's a hit or a miss. Some people might put him in his top 10. But in my top 10, he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't even make the top 15. I'll put him like a top 20. Alright, let's get to the list. Let's get to Billboard list. And let me count down before I have a comment on whatever. Let me tell you the list. Alright? Number 10 was Lil Wayne. Number 9 was Kendrick Lamar. Number 8 was Ghostface Killer. Number 7 was Lauryn Hill. Number 6, Andre 3000. Number 5, Nas. Number 4, Rakim. Number 3, Eminem. Number 2, Jay-Z. Number 1, Notorious B.I.G. Alright, this is what I'm gonna say is, alright, Lil Wayne would not make that cut. Lil Wayne's just a random rapper that, I mean, pop up overnight, I would say, because Lil Wayne was there from about 1996 and he wasn't popping at all until Jay-Z was retiring. And then when Jay-Z was retiring, he jumped on the wagon and says he's the best rapper alive ever since the best rapper retired. And apparently he took off, and a lot of young people like Lil Wayne. Not saying he can't rap, but that random stuff doesn't cut it for me. So he would not make my top 10. Kendrick Lamar, he's too young to be on this list. I mean, Kendrick Lamar can rap, but there's a lot of rappers that deserve that spot over Kendrick Lamar, like Jadakiss, and a lot of other rappers that was there before that was actually putting out better songs, still putting out better songs than Kendrick Lamar. So, Ghostface Killer, good rapper, wouldn't make my top 10. Lauryn Hill, I don't think no females made, and I'm not biased against females, females can rap, but I don't think no female would make the top 10. But Lauryn Hill would be like somewhere along in the top 15, but not the top 10. Andre 3000, good rapper again, from Outkast, but would make my top 10. As for Nas, Rakim, Eminem, Jay-Z, Notorious B.I.G, they all, that five actually, Billboard got that five right. I'm not gonna say they're at the right spot, in my opinion, but that five, as long as I see those five on the list, so they get five right and they get five wrong. That's my opinion, because those five belong in the top 10. Don't care what number you want to put them, they belong there. Alright, people, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remix the list. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remix the list. And I'm gonna give you my top 10 to my number 1. Right? And I don't want the 8 say, yo, my list is fucked up. I don't want to hear that. I want y'all to comment in the comment box and give me your list. What y'all think. Because every opinion stands. Alright? Okay, alright. From number 10, my 10 would be DMX. My number 9 would be Jadakiss. My number 8 would be Lupe Fiasco. My number 7 would be Eminem. My number 6 would be Rakim. My number 5 would be Tupac. My number 4 would be B.I.G. And my number 3 would be Nas. Number 2 would be Jay-Z. So I mean, the whole world is saying, yo, who's number 1? My number 1 is going to be controversial. You know why? Because I listened to this dude since 2007. I didn't start listening from he came out in 2002. And I mean, people do not give him props. He's probably one of the best rapper ever to do it. And they just don't listen to him. So I'm gonna say it now. Joe Budden. I feel like Joe Budden has been doing so much work and he's getting overlooked every time he put out an album or put out a mixtape. I believe he's one of the greatest. Honestly. And that's my number 1. I know it's controversial, but yeah, that's my number 1. So comment in the comment box and tell me y'all top 10 and please don't hate on my number 1. Alright? I'm out.